right. It's getting quiet already. Well, a very, very warm welcome. It's great to see so many people interested in the topic closing the gap. My name is Yara. I am a part of the 7 People team, and I'll be your moderator for today. So, basically, what are we going to do today? Yeah, this is the menu. And we will start with my lovely colleague Ingeborg, founder of 7 People, why figures and 7 People are so committed to this topic. From there on, really, really exciting, we have Sophie van Gol telling us about her book, Why Women Earn Less, and of course, what we can do about it. There's also a neurological side to this topic, and then we have Ingrid, who will explain to us what happens in our brain. And once we know the topic, and once we know what happens within our brain, of course, we would like to see some data to have a fact check. And therefore, we have Virgil coming in. And then I have a little good to know, because we don't have any time for questions in between the presentations. But please hold on to your questions, because we will get to an interactive part. And during this interactive part, we will bring you as the audience together with the panel. And we will talk about practices that you can take home today. Well, and from there on, we of course hope that you are very inspired and that you are really empowered to go home and take some action. Maybe good to know my colleague Iris, she will be standing here in the middle a little later on, and she will have a microphone. And during the interactive part, you can share your tips, share your knowledge, share your best practice actually. And maybe also, if you have questions, just raise your hand and Iris will hand you the mic. Please be aware that you really talk into the mic, because otherwise you won't be heard, because the whole session will be recorded. And maybe you already have seen him, but there's also a photographer walking around who will take some pictures. So something very, very, very important for the people who raise their hands and give the best tips or give the best practices or asking the best questions. We have a few books to give away from Sophie. And then I would actually like to go to our first speaker, Ingeborg. Welcome.
This feels very formal. I'm Ingeborg. For those of you who don't know me, I am the founder of a people and culture consultancy called 7 People. And we help startups and scale-ups to become irresistible. So the tagline of our company is creating irresistible organizations. And we came across figures. Now I need the clicker. Oh. We came across figures earlier this year, because often our clients ask us to build like a salary framework or a salary house, and like, do you have some data that we can use? And I, in the past, worked with companies like Willis Towers Watson or Mercer, and there's really expensive big data sets. And we were looking for something affordable that was usable for startups and scale-ups without a big budget. And we came across a company called Figures, and they said, we're expanding and we don't have a lot of data in the Netherlands, but we're really passionate about sharing it. It's transparent. We can offer it for free for now. And we're like, yes, we like you. So the collaboration started really because we stumbled upon them upon a request of our clients. But then we also realized when we talked a little bit more with them that we have very similar values. So from 7 People, we believe in transparency, honesty, basically doing the right thing. And that's what we try to teach our clients, that when you build a foundation, it's better that it's based on transparency than on hiding behind maybe data that's not so obvious. So it felt a bit like a love match. And now you might be wondering, why do we need irresistible organizations in the first place? And then maybe the answer is more like, what is an irresistible organization? To us, it feels that irresistible organizations are the ones that will win the war for talent. And maybe the war for talent is a bit overused. But if you think about everyone in this audience, you're either often looking to move, because I think data shows that 25% of people are open to change. So maybe you're looking for a more interesting or irresistible company. You're a people and culture leader, so you're probably trying to attract people. You want to retain people. An irresistible organization is not only where they come and stay, but also do their best work. So irresistible is not from the outside irresistible, because I love building employer brands, and I think we also enjoy doing that. But the strong employer brand should be the result of an irresistible organization that is good on the inside. And I think when you join an organization because of their brand, it's often because you're looking for something new and it's the first thing you see. But when you then join them, it needs to be correct. So irresistible organization is not fluff, because there's a guy called Lencioni, and he built a pyramid, and the pyramid looks like this. I think a lot of you will be familiar with this. Basically, Lencioni says that if you want to build high-performing teams, what you need to focus on is initially building trust. And the trust comes from transparency, honesty, fairness, belief that within your team you can be open and you can share, that your leaders are doing the right thing. And only when there's trust in the foundation and in the core can you get to engage in a good debate, sharing honest feedback, and then you get to commitment and accountability and in the end results. And I think all of us here, in a way, are also trying to get to high-performing teams or become a high-performing individual. Maybe as a CPO, you're looking to build a high-performing organization. Then this model is probably not new to you, but I think trust is the part that we're talking about today. So only when there's trust and people in an environment feel that they are treated fair, can you build a high-performing organization. And to us, the topic of today, so the fairness in pay, it sits in the core of that foundation. So that's why we feel that trust is fairness, transparency, and honesty, and is really good. So with that, I'm going to hand over. And if anyone has any questions about fair pay, openness, transparency, honesty, afterwards, I'll be around at the end. There you go.
Well, thank you, Ingeborg. Well, for some of you, I probably don't even need to introduce her, but I will anyway.